Stacy the Blackfeather Intuitive, and welcome to Divinely Decked Tarot and Oracle Reviews done Stacy style. And today I'm really excited to present a little surprise. And the reason why I say it's a surprise is because I ordered this from my Kelly Burton Flight of the Butterfly. And I've done a separate video on that unveiling, unboxing, and that it's an absolutely gorgeous deck. But it came with something else, and I forgot that I had ordered some kind of upgrade. This was through, I don't think it was through Kickstarter. I think it was through BackerKit, if I'm not mistaken. But I, for the life of me, can't remember what this deck is. So I thought it would be just kind of fun to open it up with you guys and do a little review. So let's just sort of dive on in. And I have to say that Kelly Burton's Flight of the Butterfly Tarot is breathtaking. The presentation was incredible, so I highly recommend you check that out. It's, of all the purchases that I've made in, I want to say, the last couple of months, this one is definitely, I'm going to say, if not the favorite, definitely in the top 3. So, oh, beautiful. Mystic Augur, Sage, Oracle. Okay. So, often when they do these things, I mean, we're all part of a community, but not everybody is as obsessed with all these things as I am. So for those of you who don't know, if you order something off of BackerKit or Kickstarter, things like that, usually the creator offers a number of upgrades as well, where you can get their previous decks for a discounted cost, so that it saves on the cost of shipping and things of that nature. So what's really interesting about Kelly Burton's decks is I've supported her in the past with her I forget, it was called like The Secret Language of Bees or The Journey of Bees or Flight of the Bees. She's got a series of them. And when I got the decks in, it just didn't work for me. It didn't resonate with me. It made me feel just kind of weird. I don't know if maybe it was just the bee thing. And sadly, not sadly, happily for my friend, I gifted her with those decks. And I had only worked with the deck maybe 2 or 3 times. So it was like a brand new experience. But, I wanted to support her and support Kelly because she's an independent creator, and her stuff was just, it was beautiful. It's not her fault that it didn't resonate with me. And then, several months ago when this came out, it came in my email, and I was like, ooh, butterflies, let me check this out. And I was like, yep, that's my jam. Butterflies are my jam. Maybe not so much with the bees, but butterflies, yes. So the Mystic Augur Sage Oracle, didn't even know this existed. First of all, really classy, really quality box. Ooh, it's a 68 card Oracle deck and guidebook. That's huge. Sacred Soul Tarot, Kelly Burton 2024. It's a magnetic box. This is gorgeous. Oh, there's a lovely quote here. There are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Albert Einstein. This is the second time today that I've heard this quote. So there's definitely something, a nice message in there for me. I love that. So everything is a miracle. We've got a beautiful guidebook here. Beautiful rose petal finish. Let's see what's going on the inside. Okay, she gives some really great spreads. How to use the deck. Oh, there are some extra cards, it looks like. The Sigil card, the Mystic, the Augur, and the Sage. So she gives a description of each of these, and then black and white meanings for each of the cards. So we'll definitely do a card pull and read from the guidebook. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I think I'm going to love this. Oh, we have the nice Ouroboros here in the jungle, a beautiful ribbon. The presentation, I have to say, Kelly Burton's presentation is bar none. Wow, like just kind of like mind blown. Loving that it's a sleeve, protective of the cards. I bet these are, look at this. Oh, gorgeous copper gilding. Oop, there's a little something on the card here. Let me just get that off. There we go. So larger sized, I want to say like a like a large size tarot. It is reversible if you like to read reversals. I love the dragonflies on the back, a gorgeous sigil in the center. The quality of the card is spectacular. Yeah, let's just dive in and see what this is all about. So we have the mystic. The mystic engages in magic and honors the power of ritual as a means to influence their surroundings. When the mystic appears, you are encouraged to alter your actions and strengthen your capacity to influence the outcome of a situation. Wow. The Augur. So hopefully all of the cards aren't like this, but I'll just read these. We'll go through these. The Augur. The Augur gathers insight by looking for signs in nature and the cosmos. They are in tune with the life force of everything and use intuition to understand auspicious messages. When the Augur appears, the skill you should develop is intuition and observations as clues to better understand the challenges in your life. I love this sigil. It's gorgeous. I would probably tattoo that on my body. The sage. The sage possesses the stories and secrets of the ages. They study ancient texts and preserve the oral histories that have been passed down through generations. You are invited to explore books and legends, using them as metaphors for your dilemma. Ooh, these will be kind of fun to add into the mix. The omnist. Wow, that's gorgeous. I love that we have all of the different sort of symbols of the different religions of the world. The messenger of the night. We have a beautiful owl. The summon. I feel that a lot of times. Like I feel in my life many times I've been summoned by source. The presence of Gaia. She's gorgeous. And so I see a lot of that collage-y kind of feel in the artwork, which I think is beautiful, deepening awareness, loving the colors of this octopus here. Eternal vision. There's my peacock. So gorgeous. I go through many, I think we all do go through many different phases in my life. And I've been in a peacock phase for, I don't know, probably about 7 or 8 years now. I'm definitely a phoenix. I'm always a phoenix, but I never knew that the peacock was the successor, I guess, to the mythical phoenix bird, but it makes total sense. And then when I found that out, I'm like, oh, that's why I have peacocks all over my house. That makes sense. Ancestors. And I haven't left that phase yet. I'm still in that phase. It's changed and shifted and morphed, but it's still there. The Lion's Gate. Beautiful. The Melisai. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. The Melisai. I love the figure in the background, just kind of free and jumping for joy, feeling that real energy, that real spirit. If this is kind of like the Hermit card because of the 9, there is work that's going on. Yeah, I think it's the bee thing that freaks me out because I'm looking at this card and I'm like, I just don't want to look at the bee. And yet I have no fear of bees. Bees can land on me and I'm completely fine. I've been stung a couple of times, but nothing major. I'm not allergic. But there's just something about it. It kind of weirds me out. I don't know what that's about. The precision of process. That's definitely like the Wheel of Fortune. Self-realization. Beautiful. Love the eye. The reflections in the eye always love me a dragonfly too. The psychic shield. Gorgeous. Yeah. Protecting the heart and the soul. A little bit of protection on the throat, but still allowing the throat to come out. Queen of the Crossroads. Interesting. So this would be the equivalent to the Death card in terms of numbers, 13. But I don't know that this is necessarily the Death card here. Actually, we've got a little bit of they're holding the torches, maybe three of wands or 3 of cups. Well, she's got a cup. And actually, there may be 4 people because there's the implication that there's someone else holding the moon. We've got the sword, a key being held. We've got the snake. Lots of things going on here. The Cerberus. Balance and momentum. Protection. The visionary Athena. Oh, wow. So, years ago, I was working at a restaurant, and without going into all the details, they were giving nicknames to everyone. So, like, I was a singing server, and if I was putting orders in to the POS system, or whatever the case may be, it would come up. Athena Alexis was the name that they gave me, and I don't know why they decided that that would be really funny. I don't know. It was, maybe it was one of those games that we played where that was like my porn name or something. I don't know. But anyway, every time I see Athena now, I think of that at one point in this lifetime I was named Athena. The chalice, beautiful. The unattended space. Yes. Wow. That's really cool. I bet that would make a great reading. Life force. Yeah, I love that. The flower of life in there. The amulet of Hathor. Beautiful. Survival and regeneration. Love me, my little iguanas. I have a fun story about an iguana that made friends with myself and my ex-husband and my stepdaughters, and we were on vacation in Costa Rica. I think there's still video out there somewhere of that. It was really cool. The tree of life. It was like he was talking to us. Protecting the journey. Beautiful. The dream catcher. Yeah, the journey of the dream. Some say we are living the dream. The storyteller. The figurehead. Water witch. Loving the colors in that. They look like little cacti stacked on top of each other. Emerging whole. I love that. Beautiful artwork. Metamorphosis. Yeah. Tadpole to whatever this middle phase is, to the frog. Labyrinth. The healer. Deep in thought. The chrysalis. The prophecy. I like this one. Beautiful. The Gnostic. The depth of consciousness. Ooh, that's like a whale, or maybe not a whale, a fish of some kind, too flexible to be a whale. But wow, that's really interesting. This almost looks like lungs to me. Interesting. The fiery forest. The catalyst. Love those wolves, the wolvies. Freedom. Of course, you know I'm going to love the feather, right? Too obvious, too obvious. Healing vibration, gorgeous. The awakening. Ooh, I love this card. The oracle. Santa Muerte. Succeed and adapt. Yeah, the seahorse always has really interesting meaning and properties when it comes up. The rewilding. Chiron the teacher. Yeah, I think Chiron doesn't get enough attention in our world. The Chiron is the wounded healer in astrology, and I think we all need to be working on our Chirons. The changeling. Aww. Look at this little fox. So sweet, the little bunny. This little girl looking into the portal. We have a robin. Wow. Very cool. Mystical experiences. Love that. Event horizon. Oh, that's gorgeous. blending sort of the ancient classics with the modern and the galactic. Loving that. The other world. Yes, pomegranates. Pomegranates and mushrooms, the stairway down or the stairway up, depending on how you interpret it. The rite of passage. Ooh, I love the what do they call these? Isle of Paradise or something like that. Beautiful. Practice patience. Yeah, I struggle with that. Not gonna lie. Love the turtle. Metatron. Yay, Metatron is making an appearance in this. I love it. Metatron's my man, my jam. Spiritual allies. I love this little gargoyle. He's so cute. The warrior within. I love her hair. It's almost like, well, I see like the wave, like she's in the wave, but I was just going to say it almost looks like she's underwater, like we're seeing her underwater, even though when she's carrying the sword, we think air, a seaweed and movement. There's a lot of movement here happening. That's kind of cool. Seasons of change. Oh, there's a little squirrel in here. Aww. And it's like the green man in the tree. The web we weave. Yes. Symbolic reference. So this is the image that was on the inside of the box, the Ouroboros. With that caduceus. The allegory. Oh, she looks so sad. The Falcon of Freya. Ooh, she's so powerful. Like you just feel the power when you look at her eyes. I love that card. Colony of Belief. So we got the bees. The Muse with a little sea turtle. Ethos. Liminal spaces. The Philosopher's Stone. That's cool. The Empath. Oh, it's a horse. Aww. The Four Directions. Modern Mythos. Beautiful. Got the peace sign. All the daisies. Peace, love, and flower power. All right. So in true Stacy style, we are going to shuffle these bad boys up and see what card is going to tell us how this deck wants to work with you, if you want to work with it. Metatron. Wow. So I feel like obviously with Metatron coming through, a heavy hitter archangel. It's pretty significant. He's saying that he was a big part of the creation of this deck. He is about sacred geometry. He is about protecting the star seeds and the light workers on the planet. He is about the evolution of the human soul. He kind of says, let's get on it. You got a soul mission or a soul purpose. If you're going to choose that path, let's do it. Let's get on it and let's not make any bones about it. So I definitely feel that this deck is, when you're working with it, it is definitely going to give you a no bones, pull no punches kind of message, but also a message that gives you a lot of depth and gives you a lot to work with. It's not going to leave you high and dry. It's not going to give you a keyword and then leave you hanging. It's definitely going to give you a lot to work with. A lot of visioning, a lot of journeying. I feel like with just about any one of these card images, you could do a meditation on. So let's just read up on Metatron and see what her message is in her words. So keywords: record keeping, selfless service, creating visuals as guides, and deeper journaling. Metatron, one of the highest ranking archangels, is the scribe and record keeper of the heavens and all time. Metatron's selfless service as the mediator between the divine and the earthly realms connects us to the celestial. His brilliance is evident by the model of the universe that he created in geometric form, a tool to help humans bridge the gap with the heavenly. Metatron's cube, which he is holding, that's the Metatron's cube right there, is the sacred symbol of his complex skill of reconciling a matrix. Metatron's cube holds the key to ascension. The sacred journey. As a scribe, Metatron is already journaling for all of us, but to understand our present self, we need to keep journaling ourselves. Dive deeper into your writing. Focus on a humble approach rather than finding blame will help you realize that your path is to understand, and in doing so, you can live a more meaningful life. So I want to say this might be a really great oracle deck for a journal study, a deep dive, exploration into your soul path, allowing this deck to, especially from that Metatronic perspective, allowing this deck to help you to understand yourself in a much deeper way. And it's going to support you all the way. So using the guidebook to do that, but also just calling on Metatron, his energy to come in and help you out. All right, guys. Wow. So that is our Mystic Augur Sage. And Kelly Burton, you have done it again. This is just incredible. That is our Divinely Decked and our segment of Black Feather Couture, Divining a VIP Life. Please feel free to put in the comments what you really liked or maybe what you didn't like so much about this card deck. I know it's one that I'm really looking forward to working with and working through and getting to know in a deeper way. So maybe you'll see it in future videos and would love to create a dialogue on that. Until we meet again, guys, as always, sending you so much love and so much support. We will see you on the flip side and transform well. That's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was great to connect with you guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more content like this. And feel free to follow me on Blue Sky for even more content every single day. Can't wait to see you guys next week for another installment of Black Feather Couture, Divining the VIP Life.